Hi friends, today's lesson is Module 1, Lesson 17. Does anybody else have a little sister who's a little greedy? Or is it just me? Well, if you don't have a little sister who's a little greedy and a little naughty, then let me tell you about mine, okay? It's my sister, Candace. Oh, there she is. Now, Candace is just a little sassy. She likes to have the most of everything and the best of everything. So the other day we went to the beach, and she said, "Hey, Kristen, I found a whole bunch of seashells. I found 3 flat shells and 2 swirly shells." And I said, "Ooh, so pretty. Let me dump out my bucket and see what I found." "Oh, well, I found 4 swirly shells and 1 flat shell." And you know what she said? "I want to have more." And I thought for a minute and I said, I think we have the same amount. And then you know what? I thought about our learning goal for today, because our learning goal says I can find equal number sentences. And that's exactly what my little sister was having trouble with. So let's look at our shells, shall we? All right, so there's Candace. And she had, and there's me, sorry. Candace had 3 flat shells and 2 swirly shells. I had 4 swirly shells and 1 flat shell. She wanted to have the same amount as me. So let's check to see how many we both have. If I turned hers into a number sentence, I could say 3 flats plus 2 swirlies equals something. I don't know yet. Mine would be 4 swirlies plus 1 flat equals something. And now this is where our counting on comes in, because I could say 3 and then add up 2 more. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And I could say 4 plus 1 more. And what's 4 plus 1 more, friend? Yeah, also 5. What do you notice? Candace was very, very happy to find out that those are equal amounts. When something's equal, we can do these equal signs over here, like I just wrote. Equal means it's the same. They're not different at all. It's totally the same amount. They're worth the same. She was very excited to find out that we had the same amount of shells. All right, let's look at our buckets from later on in the day. The first bucket is Candace's and the second one is mine. We were collecting a lot of things. Sometimes we threw things back and picked up new ones. So we weren't too sure about how many of each we had. So we're going to go ahead and write a number sentence to talk about the shells that we see. So in that first bucket, how many flat shells or the blue shells do you see, friend? Perfect, 3. And then how many swirlies in that first bucket? Perfect, 3 more. So I could say 3 plus 3 equals something. Let's go ahead and look at the other bucket. You know what? I want you to do this with me. Can you go ahead and press pause? Will you get your dry erase board and a marker and then press play, because I want you to write a number sentence with me. Okay, are you ready, friend? Okay, I'm going to have you write a number sentence for that second bucket, with the unknown being the whole amount. So let's go ahead. Let's start with the flat shells. How many flat shells do you see, or those blue shells? Perfect, 2. Go ahead and write down 2 plus, and then count all of those swirly shells. How many of those purple swirly shells do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 as well. So can you write 2 plus 5 equals, oops, sorry, I found the answer on the other one. There were 6 over there. 2 plus 5 equals something. Now, as I gave you a sneak peek on the other side, 3 plus 3 equals 6. What does 2 plus 5 equal, friend? Ooh, did you say 7? How did you figure that out? Oh, I hope you counted on. I hope you said 5 and then counted on 2. 5, 6, 7. Okay, now let's talk about it. The first bucket has 6 and the second bucket has 7. Are they equal? No way. They're not equal at all. The second bucket has 1 more than the first bucket. When we show something's not equal, we do the equal sign and then a line right through it. Can you do that on your board? I think it's super fun to draw not equal signs. You did an excellent job with that. Let's try another one. Can you go ahead and erase your board, friend? All right, let's go ahead and look at some more buckets and see if they're equal. All right, what I would like you to do is look at that very first bucket. I see a flat shell and some swirly shells. Can you write a number sentence where you're adding the flat shell and the swirly shell and then find the answer by counting on? Press play when you're ready so you can check yourself. Okay, you all set, friend? Okay, so let's see. I see 1 flat shell and 2 swirly shells. So my number sentence started out with 1 plus 2 equals something. Now what answer did you come up with, friend? Ooh, 3? Perfect. I bet that you counted on like a rock star. You probably said 2 and then added 1 more. Is that what you did? Oh, well done. Go ahead and say, I'm amazing. Perfect. All right, now I want you to write another number sentence for that other bucket. Be careful, I was trying to trick you for this one. Okay? I want you to add together all the flat ones and all the swirly ones. Then press play to check yourself. Okay, are you ready? Did I trick you? How many flat shells do you see? That's right, 0. But I see 3 swirly shells. So this one said 3 plus 0 equals something unknown. And if I have 3 and I count on 0, well, I still have 3. Do you agree? Perfect. So on your board right now, are these buckets equal or not equal? Ding, 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 you're right, equal. 3 is the same amount as 3. Even though they're different, even though one of the buckets had a flat one and 2 swirlies and the other bucket just had just swirlies, you can have different things added together to equal the same amount. That's just fine. All right. Our learning goal for today says I can find equal number sentences, and you did amazing at that, friend. All right, this is what I would like you to do. I found some really beautiful, super swirly seashells at the beach the other night with my sister. So I want you to compare our buckets that we took home with us. The first bucket is Candace's, and the second bucket is mine. I want you to write a number sentence for bucket number 1, a number sentence for the second bucket, and then write really big on your dry erase board to show if they were equal or not equal. Good luck, friend.